We live. On my way back to New York, guys, coming straight out of Philly. Before I start, man, definitely want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to my cuz, man. You know, I appreciate her helping me out, even though her paperwork, the two so-called bills that I needed wasn't even wasn't even useful. But the fact that she came out her way to hold her cuz down, it was, you know what I'm saying? It's always appreciative. You know
In 2 miles, keep left onto New Jersey Turnpike North.
It's like my favorite cuz, man. For real, you know what I'm saying? She's always down to earth, always rocking out, always keeping it 100. She can sing, she make music, she does all that, man. I'm definitely gonna promote her album on my podcast. Probably listen. I'll probably make one of her songs my intro. I don't know. I gotta dig through her catalog and pick something out, or just ask her to make something for me. But what I came on and really wanted to touch on, like I told you guys before, man. You know, I'm focused on, you know, bridging that gap between man and woman. Bridging that gap between us and the creators, the true connection. And I went to go see my aunt. Now my aunt, she's a warrior, man, going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna say too much, you know what I'm saying, of her issue, but she's going through a lot, and yet she's still holding down.
Use the left 2 lanes to keep left onto New Jersey Turnpike North.
And when she sees me, it's literally like bringing tears to her eyes because, you know, I'm out of all her, you know, her nieces, her nephews, you know what I'm saying, her children.
Left.
You know, I'm the one that reminds her of my pops, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my pops, you know, we carry that same, literally carry the same image. So when she sees me, it's like seeing her brother, my father, for the first time. And it always, you know, bring a level of joy to her. And when I see her happy, and just when she just heard my voice and how fast she came down the stairs, even though she knows she can't come down the stairs as fast, you know, put a smile on my face, man. You know what I'm saying? And to see her,
For about 47 miles, continue straight.
you heard that, 47 miles. But to see her come out the hospital and, you know, finally home, she said, when am I coming? I told her, I said, yo, mama, I said, yo, auntie, man, I'll pull up for Thanksgiving. No, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but that's the time where all my family members from my father's side, hold on, guys, hold on. What's up, baby?
Yeah, babe, come on. You said, over here.
Yo, babe, I'm gonna call you in like 10 minutes. I'm doing a live. So yeah, you know, just seeing her put a smile on my face, man, you know, she brings nothing but joy. But one thing, and oh, of course, and last but not least, you know, seeing my uncle, you know what I'm saying? My uncle, he's aging gracefully, man. Like, sheesh.
Voiceover on YouTube. Cast. Button.
You feel me? Hey, Siri, turn off voiceover.
Okay, voiceover is now off.
Our joint keeps coming off, and I don't know how to disable this joint. But, seeing my uncle, man, like I said, man, he's aging so gracefully. It's phenomenal, man. I appreciate the fact that they've been together for so long, and it's crazy because my aunt said, she said, Tiju, do you know how long me and your uncle been together? And I'm like, 30 plus, she slapped 45 years. I said, damn. And I'm like, damn. Can we as individuals in today's times even have the patience and the endurance to be in such relationship for that long? It's left to be continued, but it put a smile on my face, and it had me thinking, you know, do you think that we would get where we need to be when we remove
Voiceover on YouTube. Cast.
when we remove ourselves from such mentality? Now, some of you guys may not know that this place called America is not our home. We try to make it our home, but it's not our home. A lot of reasons for the curses that happen upon us is for us to never be comfortable, right? The hardships, the trials, the tribulations, the aches, the pains, the police brutality. You know what I'm saying? The whole shebang that comes along with it. Hey Siri, turn off voiceover.
Okay, I turned voiceover off.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we are living so uncomfortable in this place, it's intentional. You know, you will hear people tell you that we under a curse. Ain't no curse, man. It's not a curse. It's just one of those days when we got caught slipping. It's not a curse, man. It's not a curse. They put these curses in the story to associate it with us, to justify the wrong and the inhumane behaviors that they do towards us. That's the reason. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You guys are gonna get your own different opinions, but that's the facts. If you're thinking that I'm lying, the story with Ham and Noah. How does Ham does something wrong, and Noah says, I'm gonna curse Canaan? What the heck does Canaan have to do with anything? Canaan was not even born. You feel me?
You need to unlock messages with Face ID to continue.
You know what I'm saying? So all these things is transpiring. And people still don't understand that these people are, or should I say, these people got the power to interject whatever they want to interject into the story that they compiled and put together. They gave us this story, man. And do you believe that, you know what I'm saying, things is going to change once we get up out of here? I believe that we're going to make that strive into desensitize this Euro-Christian ideology. I believe that we're going to be able to do that once we separate and we end up being on our own. See, it's hard to change your ways when the people that you already subconsciously believe to be the rulers of this world is literally orchestrating your every movement. So shying away from that, you know what I'm saying? It seems far-fetched. But the reason why I'm saying these things is because of the circumstances that we are in, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not eating good. You know, I had a whole conversation with my aunt about eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you gotta take care of yourself. I need you to be alive until I hit at least 50. You know what I'm saying? I need you to be alive to see and give wisdom to your great-grandchildren. And I just found out that matter of fact, I'm not even gonna tell you what I found out. Just know that she gave me information on my grandfather's side of the family, on my father's side. Yeah. My grandfather on my father's side was a mulatto. My grandmother on my father's side was a mulatto. It's crazy. Which makes my pops a mixed breed. Which then makes me a partial mixed breed. Word. but my lineage through my father is the male, it's the man. And I'm not basing the, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to base it off biblical stories, but I'm just telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Word. But she gave me some information, and then I gotta go see my grandmother who's in the ICU right now. I gotta go over there and see her, and I got a whole lot of questions that I want to ask, but the time is not now for me to ask those questions. You feel me? I don't want to ask those questions. But she gave me a reference point. And shout out to Mama Love too. You know what I'm saying? Mama Benyata Bello. Shout out to her, because I told her, how do I trace back my ancestors when everybody's dead? She said, they're not dead. They're living inside of you. She said, you just got to ask. She said, you got to ask the creators. You got to ask the supreme beings. You got to ask your ancestors. Remember, the DNA of your ancestors is still inside of you. Your attributes and how you conduct yourself is of them. And it's going to get passed on until the very end. This is facts. You thinking that I'm lying? You let a baby mother, if you ever knew a baby mother that didn't have their mans around their child and see certain things that the child do without any interaction with the so-called father, that mother be like, man, damn, you remind me of your father. How is that? Because the genetics, it gets passed down. My son be dancing and all that. Where he get that from? He gets it from me, right? My son will look at you like you super stupid and don't want to be bothered. He gets that from his mother. The point I'm trying to make to you to understand is that your lineage don't die. You don't die. Those stories that you was told about heaven and hell is a lie. Trust me, if the story of heaven and hell was as true as these people are saying, these people would never committed such heinous things, because they were all been trying to go to heaven. But because they know that this story is not true, they just gonna do what they do. This is facts. Because the story is not true, they're going to do what they do. This is facts. You understand? But seeing them together for such a long time, man, it's a beautiful thing. For real. We got to get out of we got to get out of this notion and this ideology of madness. This is madness. It's madness upon the people. We're completely corrupted to the point where the warriors is turning on warriors to uphold mystical stories. Mysticals, not even facts. Mythical. It's just myths. Myth after myth. Myth after myth. When you lie and I try and you be right there. Lies after lies. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole bunch of lies. And shout out to, you know, Bantu Princess, you know what I'm saying? Because she always brings forth information. And like I said, the information she brought forth to me, that joint was groundbreaking. That joint was like, wait, what? Nah. Who? Nah. But the sister that was writing these things left you guys reference points where you can go look for these things your damn self. And that's basically what we trying to do. Have you look for these things your damn self. Like, yo, fam, go look into this. Don't just listen to me. Don't listen to what I gotta say. Just go listen to it. Go research it. See where the word hell comes from. Realize that there's no mentioning of the word hell at all. And the place where Samuel was dwelling, that wasn't called hell. When you look up the root word behind it, it's literally the arrest place. So where does this hell come from? The hell comes from the New Testament, right? How do you prevent people from rebel? How do you prevent them from rebel? How? You got to give them a story of hell. How do you make a bunch of people sit still and relax? You got to give them a story of hell. You got to give them a story of hell. You got to tell them that hell is real. You got to tell them that judgment is going to come unto those that they're evil and wicked, and at the end they're going to burn in hell. This is what we doing. And like I said, all of this is indoctrinated Euro-Christian ideology. This is not the facts. And like I said, on this platform, on this channel, on this media outlet, if it's not facts, we ain't wanting it. You know what I'm saying? And it's time for brothers and sisters to realize that. It's time for you to question what you're being told. It has to add up. You can't just base your morality of life according to a Bible that you know has been contaminated. It's been tampered with. So only a fool will base that. You have to base what you're being told to read and believe. You got to base that upon your reality. It has to add up. It has to make sense. Because if it doesn't make sense, you're just carrying the same foolishness of your aunt, the same foolishness of your uncles, the same foolishness of your brothers, sisters, aunties, and nephews. You feel me? It's the same thing. It would never change. How can it change? Why would it change? Everything I've been saying for a long time, everything that we have been told has been lies. Everything. And you got those that's trying to put a black face. You got those that's trying to put a black face on a white story. Or you got those that try to put a black name on a white story. It's a white story. Hebrews, white people. Hebrews is Europeans. Hebrew is Europeans. There's nothing that came from the Aramaic. The reason why the Aramaic is the supreme literature of so-called Africa, according to them, is because the Arabs were the first ones to colonize us, conquer us, and ship us. Now, how did we fall? A lot of you guys ask, how did we fall? How can men and women filled with might and beauty, how can they fall to bottom feeders, cave dwellers? How did they fall? And it's quite simple. When we was trading with them, we was breaking bread, and they was secretly converting the men, secretly converting the women, and fully converting children. And over time, such languages was removed. It was forbidden. This is facts. It was forbidden for anybody to speak on such things. Now you fast forward that to today, what you get? You get a bunch of lost individuals. And we not only are we lost, but we're not even trying to get ourselves back. What we're trying to do is be accepted upon the puppet master. We want the puppet master to give us our flowers, give us our acceptance. Because that's what it is. Brothers want acceptance. You want to be accepted into the ideology. You want to be accepted into the Euro-Christian culture. You want to be accepted. You want to be appreciated. Let's just call it what it is. You guys want to be loved. The doctrine teach you to do what? Operate in love. It's not who we are. We are warriors. People say, well, nah, man, we kings and queens. No, we warriors. You can't be a king and a queen when you don't have no position in nothing in this world. Black people have no position in nothing. You don't have no position in the UN. You got no position of a nation. You got no country that's yours, that's governed solely by you. You got none of these things. Every single place that got black people has a European over it or watching it from a distance. These are facts. These are facts. Can't make this stuff up. These things can't be made up. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I can't even say at the end of the day, man. I can't. I really believe that our people has given up. We're not who we think we are. We are not ourselves. We are not carrying our full potential. Any level of potential has to be approved and given the okay by them. You are not at your full potential. You is not at your full potential. And people know that. The people know that. But you don't. But you don't. Why? Because like I said, brothers and sisters want to be accepted. We want to be accepted amongst the enemy. And why do I say enemy? Because it's time for us to associate and be able to show who is who and what is what. It's about that time. When you hear me say Euro-Christian, me calling somebody me saying Euro-Christian is putting every single one of these people in one basket. Because it was the Euro-Christian lifestyle ideology that made us fall. Okay? Muhammad got an answer to the Pope. So that alone lets me know that's a dub. I'm just saying. But I'm so happy I got my joint done. We just want to be accepted by the enemy. We soft. My people is soft. I'm soft. We're not at our full potential. We don't got no strength. Oh, okay, I left there. If I show you guys the traffic, that joint literally look like a concert. Like a Jay-Z and Beyonce concert. Backed up to the fully. Might just need a hoodie, you heard? On a serious note. We ain't strong. We think we are. We think we got the power. We don't got no power. We ain't got no strength. We ain't got no say. We don't got no morale. We don't got no dignity. We don't got no foundation. We're not standing on nothing. Everything that we believe comes from the minds and the writings of those that don't look like you. Everything. Everything. From what you're learning in school, what you're driving, all of that. Your money, all of that. This is their writings and their image. And we're fighting for that. Damn, my water is all the way at the bottom. Oh, I got it. And we're fighting for that. We're fighting each other off knowledge and wisdom of the oppressor. Now, at this particular moment, the Biblos is a dub. It's a dub. It's a dub. Until somebody provides me with archaeological evidence. Now, they said that the meteor is still in certain locations. I'm going to need more than that, sir. I'm going to need a lot more than that. If that's the end all, be all, or justification, I'm going to need more, sir. I'm going to need more. I'm definitely going to need more. I need to see images. I need to see characters within the Bible. I need to see their body out on display for we all can see. And just don't give us no regular, you know who. this person that you are or we are waiting for has to have jewelry, has to have a crown, because that's how you bury a king. You bury them with their garments, their gowns, their crowns, and you send them off. So I want to see the body of David. I want to see the body of Lot. I want to see the body of Abram. I want to see the body of Joseph. I want to see these bodies. Whoever believes that Joseph was this and that, he was a pharaoh, and he was a blah, 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 blah. Sounds good, but provide me with the evidence. Provide me with the evidence. If you're unable to provide with the evidence, that means you're unable to bring forth facts. And if you can't bring forth facts, then you got to take a seat back. You know what I'm saying? You got to take a seat back. You got to sit back and relax and allow us to do what we got to do. Because meteors is not enough. Locations is not enough. And changes and flips is not enough. Because being in New York my entire life, I can show you different locations where they literally changed the name of a celebrity, or changed the name, like Little Haiti. Like where I'm from is literally called Little Haiti. And they don't even put like Brooklyn, New York. It says Little Haiti. I said, Little Haiti? What the heck is this? Oh, my bad. This is where we come from. You feel me? Getting tired. I've been up since like 4:30, 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do better, guys. We gotta do better. We gotta denounce. We gotta denounce these ideologies, guys. It is not for us. It is not building us up. It's binding us up to be destroyed, to be slaughtered. When you hear the sheep leading the blind, that was talking about the book. It wasn't talking about you and I. This dude driving mad slow, some classic design. Come on, fam. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. And I'm tired. My eyes are burning, guys. If I don't do this live and speak and talk, it's gonna be a bad day. See my aunt, man. Oh, and she asked me, I forgot to say this to you guys. She asked me about Satan. She like, who's Satan? She like, what religion are you a part of? And I'm like, yo, auntie, I'm not subjected to religion. Because I'm telling her she can't eat this. She gotta eat like that. It's, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put this down. You gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? So I tell her these things, and I tell her these things, and she's always on some, what religion you part of? And I'm like, auntie, it's not about me being a part of a religion. You know what I'm saying? It's just me understanding myself. Just like you need to understand yourself. You know what I mean? We as people should be doing that. We should know ourselves. Necessary. You should know everything about you, actually. You know? The food you eat, the water you drink, what to intake, what to diet. You know what I'm saying? We should know these things, and we don't know these things. And what's hovering us, because the only thing that we're told to focus on and stand on is Jesus. Just believe, and everything's going to be just fine. Have faith, and everything's going to be just fine. See, this is how accidents happen, man. over here busting, doing like 90. These people are just doing short stops, man. Definitely got to get my brakes done. Definitely got to get new tires. Got a lot of things I got to do before this winter season comes, man. Or a lot of things I got to do. Yeah. We gotta know ourselves, and that's what I'm doing with this broadcast, with this platform, man. It's time for us to tap into our inner selves, man. Find out who we are eternally, man. We don't know who we are. We allowing a book to tell us that we this and we that, and we're not the Jews, but we the Bantus, and the Jews stole from the Bantus, and the Bantus can trace themselves back, and the stories from the Bantu scrolls, and you hearing all of this. It's like, fam, these are all interjections. We need facts. Where's the facts? Provide me with the facts. Can somebody give me the facts where I can read this word for word and say, you see, this is about us. Somebody must provide me with the facts. If you're unable to provide me with the facts, then like I said before, you got to take that joint back. We don't want it. We're not eating that no more. Those that want that TV dinner, the TV dinner is there for you to eat all you want. You can eat all that TV dinner all for yourself, but for me, for us, the real ones, listen, we trying to cook. I'm trying to cook. I'm trying to chef it up. Chef Boyard Jones, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys be seeing me with my cooking apron on. I'll be ready to cook. I'll be ready to slice and dice. You name your price. You act the fool, I will send you to your Christ. You feel me? We on that type of time. Warrior mentality, man. Warrior mentality. We don't want this nonsense anymore. I'm not eating that. We're not eating that. Liberate us. We want redemption. That's what the ROD stands for now. It's redeem or destroy. It's either we're going to redeem each other, we're going to redeem ourselves, or we're going to be destroyed, or we're going to destroy it all. That's the only option that's right now in front of us. Anything else is just past tense. Like, okay, yes. How that song go? Heard it all before. That Jill Scott, you heard that. All right, cool. What's next? What's next on the agenda? All right, cool. Yes, Africa. Yes. Now, since we on Africa, let's figure out what in Africa, was we doing? Because I'm telling you that we was not keeping the laws the way that it's being preached. That we was. These are lies. All lies. We did not know one jot of so-called commandments prior to colonialism, invasion, enslavement, and putting brains and souls in between the pavement. Facts. They know none of these things. We didn't speak Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we see these things and we question and we say, nope, that's a dub. Nope, we're not doing that. Nope, they're lying. Nope. Listen, when you read the book, right, we know that faith is a lie. We know that belief is a lie. We know that Jesus is a lie. We know the story between Jacob and Esau is a lie. We know the assassination attempt of Isaac was a lie. What else do we know that's a lie? What else do we know that's a lie? We know the Noah's Ark story is definitely a lie. Like Bantu Princess said, even the story with Adam and Eve, we know that is a lie. Look how many lies I have this presented to you guys in less than 3 minutes. And yet now you're telling me that, yeah, you see all these lies? But, you know, it's still about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta make that make sense. Lies. And if it's lies, then how are you telling me that this is something that I need to digest, process, analyze, internalize, and apply in their life? No. What we need to do is seek pure righteousness. What we need to do is learn and find out your tribal origin. I know that my relatives come from Benin. I know. I'm trying to find my grandfather. My auntie just gave me the schools that he went to. He went to a school. So I'm gonna go when I get home. I'm gonna dig through these archives because I'm gonna find out the very exact thing that I need to find out as far as who I am. I'm not waiting for no Hebrew doctrine. I'm not waiting for no Mississippi doctrine. I'm not waiting for none of that because all of that is lies. But what's the facts is this is my aunt talking to me, and if she doesn't remember, she's gonna say June Junes. You know I don't remember June Junes. Yeah, that's what my mom, that's what my auntie and them be calling me, June Junes.
In about 10 miles, take exit 13 to merge onto I-278 east towards Staten Island.
Man, so exit 13, so god damn. You understand? Choo-choo. You know? He's standing on facts. I want the facts. And I don't understand how is this so hard. If you are unable to give the facts, then don't get mad at me because I disregard that. Don't get mad at me because I say, okay, yeah, I'm good, thank you, come again. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me because I'm telling you that, you know, voodoo is not what they're telling you. They're telling you voodoo is African lifestyle. Every single one of us is to do voodoo. It is not what they're telling you. It's typically for Haitian people, mainly Haitian people. That is not true. Every single one of you has the power of voodoo. Every single one of you. Every single one of you. But you allow these heathens, you're allowing European literature to divert you, to distract you, to corrupt you, and make you believe that something that your ancestors was doing way before any mentioning of the
Stay in the second
Biblos.
or third lane from left.
You understand? Before any mention of anything outside of the Biblos, you're programmed to perceive it as being wrong and evil. This is what they do. This is what these people do. I got my license plate, y'all. I'm officially a Philadelphian. I got my ID too. I'm officially a Philadelphian. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Forever Brooklyn, you heard? Forever Africa, you heard? Forever Benin, you heard? Forever Cameroon, you heard? Forever Sub-Sahara, you heard? I'm forever, wherever I came from, I'm that. You understand? True word, facts. I'm that. But I just my train of thought. But yeah, the facts over feelings, man. You want the facts. They telling you about voodoo and voodoo being bad. Who's telling you this? I promise you, they compiled and said, we gotta tell them that this voodoo is bad because you see what they did to the French? We don't need that to happen to us. We must do what? And how was they able to sabotage and water down voodoo? They gave us Euro-Christian ideology. These people were dressed like the Pope and the nuns and the pastors and stand in front of a podium and say things like, stand in front of a podium and talk this voodoo, but yet give you this Jesus. Tell you Jesus is this. So a lot of voodoo priests associate their talents and give praise and reference to Jesus. They think Jesus is the reason why they got this power. And this is why we fell. And I tell people this all the time, and people don't listen. People are arguing with me. People are saying that my chest is big. I'm trying to figure out how my chest is big. When you hear things like that, those are the ones that don't like being checked on certain things. Don't like when the alpha comes out. You know what I'm saying? Don't want that warrior. Remember, when you read the book, I'm gonna do a simple conversation on this work. I promise you. I'm gonna play 2 more videos, or what I'm gonna do, 1 week of video, next week is gonna be a lesson, or I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I'm gonna let that marinate, just like I'm still thinking about the new name for the 9 a.m. check-in. Yes, every day at 9 a.m. check-in. We're gonna check in. We're gonna check, not just check in ourselves. When I say check in, we're gonna check in as far as how you feeling this morning. How are you feeling? You know what I'm saying? What pain are you dealing with? Did you do your breathing today? We're gonna focus on our breathing techniques. Breathing is very important, especially with all the things that's going on with the hurricanes, the earthquakes, the floods. You're going to need to learn how to breathe at a minimal pace in order to survive. Those that followed my membership, those that followed the membership, you would get a weekly counsel. Whether you married or not, you're going to get a weekly counsel to see where you at. You're going to tap in and everything. I'm really about healing these people, man. My people needs healing. And I know what's the number one problem, and that's the Euro-Christian ideology. That's the number one thing that's cutting my people in half, making my men turn into females. Facts. But like I said, I ain't into none of these things, man. Staten
In
Island.
2 miles, take exit 13 to merge onto I-278 east towards Staten Island.
Yeah, of course they're gonna tell you voodoo is evil because they know what happened. they know exactly what happened in 1804 and 1801. They know how they see how a group of men and women and children got together, tapped into their spiritual side, and dismantled the most powerfulest army on the face of the earth. Dismantled. And then went out their way to go into other locations, dismantled the Americans, took the Louisiana. That's why Louisiana, all those places where there was black justice, black power, like LA, like Chicago, like Louisiana, like Detroit, they make sure that they flood those areas with drugs. New York, they flood these areas with drugs so they can destroy the mind of the people, so another uprising can never happen again. And the last but not least, what's also preventing them from the uprising is the religion. See, the slaves care less. See, they realize you can't torture them. You can't fight them. You gotta
Use
make
the right lane to take exit 13 to merge onto I-278 east towards Staten Island.
you gotta make them believe that they're free. You gotta make them believe that they are accepted. You gotta make them believe that they're loved. You gotta make them believe these things. Let them believe that, because the minute they realize that they're not free. The minute they realize that they can't eat, they can't do this, they can't do that, they're gonna riot, they're gonna uprise, they're gonna fight, they're gonna yell, they're gonna scream, they're gonna kill, they're gonna shoot, they're gonna do.
Take the exit.
And we know that we don't have the might nor the power to combat that. This is facts.
In 3/4 of a mile, keep left towards Staten Island.
We know we don't have the power to combat that. So give them what they want, let them be entertained. That's why you see a whole bunch of black people always getting the jobs as entertainment. This is why you see black people always getting the jobs as basketball players, as football players. They can care less. They would never want, they would always want to put a white face to be the face of the NBA. They would love to have, even though they're doing it now. You know what I'm saying? Baseball. They don't want black people, but they have to feed the black people to keep the black people content and happy, where they're not going to push back. They're not going to rebel. They're not going to fight. They're not going to say, you know what? All of this is a dub. And then, you know, the psychosocial perspective of it as well, right? Corrupt their mind. Feed them nonsense, give them religion, keep them confused, keep them dazed, and the days high and getting blazed.
Staten Island.
You understand? It's the same, never change. And I tell you guys these things all the time, nothing never changes, man. You heard the saying, what's not broke, don't fix.
In about 15 miles, take exit 24 to merge onto New York Route 27 east toward Prospect Expressway.
Yeah, it's 15 miles. Sheesh. I'm definitely gonna need an oil change after this, I promise you. Definitely gonna need an oil change after this. You feel me? Like I said, this is what they do. This is what they do. Keep us in a state of comfortability because they know who we are. They know our strengths. That's why drugs is all in your community. That's why the music is the way that it is. They got to keep you at a low frequency. I tell you guys this all the time. Religion keeps you at a low frequency. Even if you thinking that you're not, you at a low frequency. Because if you're not able to read something and see it, and you force yourself to put insertions in or beliefs, you at a low frequency. It's taking a strong frequency to see it for what it is and then question it and say, hold on, this don't make sense. See, when your frequencies and your chakras and all of these things is on high, it's very hard for foolishness to go past your table. Like I said before, the things that I'm seeing now, I've always seen. I seen the contradiction 10 years ago. But when you're a part of organizations and you're a part of trying to uplift the people, sometimes you don't want to do that. But for me seeing that, I said, wait, hold on. And just seeing how my people react, just see how my people is reacting to such things. I said, whether I tell the truth or not, people is gonna stand on the foolishness. Whether I tell the truth or not, people is gonna stand on the foolishness. People is gonna stand and believe the lie. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, people is gonna stand on the lie. So it's like, you know what? Forget that. Let me just keep it 3.5. Let me just keep it 100. Let me say, all right, school's in session, guys. You've been lied to. I'm sorry. The things that you guys are hearing, it's not adding up. It's not. And because I did that, a lot of people said, damn, I can't listen to Junes no more. I can't rock with Junes no more. Because Junes is, he sounded like a rebellious person. I'm not being rebellious. You see, when you are a beta, and you have been turned into a beta, you don't know when an alpha is in a room. You don't know when the warrior is in a room. You don't know when a lion is in the room. You don't know. You've been around too many poodles, right? Too many poodles, too many kitty cats. So when a lion come around and he growl and rah, And he opened his mouth and he opened his eyes and he stand his ground, and it's like, nah, you ain't pushing me no more. People take that as being rebellious. People take that as going against the grain. Nah, it's not. It's called coming out of their control. That's what that is. It's not, you're not holding me hostage no more. Explain this. Show me this. Bantu scrolls it is? That's what it is? Alright, cool. Show it to me. Show it to me. Because I can show you African people that can trace and show their writings of their culture and what they believe in. They can trace these things back thousands of years. There's African culture that's still being practiced, that was practiced 3,000 years ago, 4,000 years. So if they're able to trace back such culture, why aren't we able to trace ours? So you telling me because of the curse, every single black and brown person was hit with amnesia and don't remember nothing? Nothing? Every black person? And when I ask the black people that remembers their 3,000 year so-called religion, and I ask them like, hey, we don't know nothing about that. Oh, really? Cool. Or, nah, man, you listening to bogus, man. Islam, bro. You're supposed to be a part of Islam. So if these things are the conversations that's being had, why am I participating in this again? By default. Nah, I'm good, fam. Y'all niggas keep that over there. No disrespect, but you keep it over there. You keep that over there. And I'll figure it out. Like I've been figuring it out. Like those that really want this, you're gonna get it. Those that want to be entertained with the foolishness, you're gonna be entertained. You want music playing in the background with the guitars and the pianos and stuff, then you go ahead. You get entertained by that. But the ones that want redemption, the ones that want their freedom, the ones that want their land back, the ones that want complete separation, oh, those people ain't trying to hear that. We don't want that feel good story. I'm not 50 years old, I'm not even 40. Not even 42 years old, bro. I'm not, listen, fam. I ain't trying to eat that. Listen, I want some food. How my son Chris Tucker said it. I want some move shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm ready to mush. You're ready to push. I'm ready to train. What's up? What are we doing? How we eating? What are we gardening? What are we doing to protect us from these people when it hits the fan? I'm about to show you guys some seeds that I got. I'm about to start planting. So turning my house. You know you got plants that can take away these frequencies. They're not gonna tell you that, and I'm not gonna say too much, but they got the plants that minimize these frequencies, and we're gonna get that. We're gonna put it in our house. We're gonna breathe right. Like I said, we're gonna do breathing techniques, right? Food eating techniques, how to eat, what to eat. You know what I'm saying? What not to eat. We going back to that. Like I said, we going back into the ways of the old, man. We're not subjecting to the Euro-Christian ideology. That is not of our culture. That's not how we eat. That's not how we dance. That's not how we move. This is not how we love. It's not how we honor. People talking about the Exodus. Let me ask. I want people to really ask this question. How is there an Exodus when we still didn't even get the first phase of loving each other and loving thyself? How are we going to get to Exodus? This is how you know that these stories is made up stories. How are we going to get to Exodus? How? Where? I'm sure you guys walk past black people every day, and some of you guys will have the heart to give something, and some of you guys will just go about your jolly way. This is facts. It's not me saying this. This is facts. This is facts. It's not me saying this. These are the facts. How are we going to get together? How are we going to get together when we can't even come together with our eternal family? How is this going to be Exodus? How? Jeremiah 14, right? And the Lord shall gather the children again in the land of Israel. That happened. That story, that prophecy happened. It's called 1948. Yes, they gathered themselves. They are in their land where they said they was going to be. They got it. That's their land. That's their story. That's not your story. It's not your story. That's not your story. I don't want to hear about, Benoni. I don't want to hear that story or that misprint or that rewrite. I don't want to hear that. What I want to hear is, where can I find this body? Shorty was buried somewhere. Where can I find the body of Rachel? This is what I want. Where's the body of Rachel? Oh, y'all not gonna give me that? All right, cool. Then if you can't provide me with such archaeological evidence, then I can't subject myself into an insertion or a belief. I need the facts. No facts, take it back. All facts, I'm with that. I stand with you. I ride with you. I fight for you. I even die for you. For these facts, I'm gonna die for it. Take it with me to the grave. But these made up fairy tale stories, I don't even read comic books, man. The Biblos is a comic book. If you really break it down, it's a comic book. It's a comic book. Dudes with superpowers, water, the division, like the Aquaman story. This is facts. I'm telling you what it is, man. Don't listen to me, man. Do your homework. Prove me wrong. If I'm saying what I'm saying is crazy, outrageous, outlandish, then prove me wrong. I'm always open for correction. Only a fool don't want correction. I'm all for correction. Oh, I'm finally in New York, guys. I'm going back to Brooklyn. I'm always open for correction, because we all need correction. We all need guidance. We all need wisdom. But our wisdom must come in the ways of African culture. And I'm not taking European ideology and suppressing it with African culture and talking about them. The Bible's the Bible, the same book that you guys are reading, it says you can't serve two masters. It's either you're gonna be hot or cold. You can't put hot and cold. Hot means Africans and cold means Europeans. You can't put them together. Where you stand? Where you stand? I stand with the creators. I stand where it's hot. I stand where it's beautiful. I stand with my sisters. I stand with my brothers. I stand with the have-nots. I stand with those that's being ostracized. I'm standing with those that's being disrespected. I stand with those that's been hurt. I stand with those that have been molested. I stand with those that have been raped. I stand with them. I represent them. I fight for them. For the children that was fed to alligators. I fight for them. For the mothers that gave birth to have their child taken and removed, I fight for them. For the Egyptians, the black people, remove the title from the name so you can feel the pain. Remove the title from the name so you can feel the pain. Remove the title from the name so you can feel the pain. I stand for those brothers and sisters that had their firstborn and had their firstborn taken away from them because of a God being mad at the Pharaoh of not letting a particular group of people go. I stand with them. That's where I stand. I don't stand and justify innocent murder. I don't justify abortions and killing of children. I don't stand for that. I am a father. I am a father. What goes around comes around. I am a father. I don't stand with foolishness. Only those that can care less about being a father is gonna stand for some foolishness. I don't stand for some foolishness. Because, like I said, when you read that, it's a justification of what went down. So just imagine me. Think about this. Just imagine, matter of fact, don't even put it about me. Just imagine you lose your child. Your child gets taken away. And then you read a passage or a canon. And in this canon, it says, you know why your child was taken away? You say, why? Because you was disobedient. You didn't keep the law. Oh, so then my issue is not with the Europeans, my issue is with God too then, right? That's what you're saying? No. But listen here, you know God is going to redeem you. He's gonna put you in that right space. Don't worry. This is what we are. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. What? So the atrocities, I gotta take partial credit. You telling me if you in your crib right now, minding your business, and somebody kick in the door, kills your man, takes your child, lock you up, don't know what the charges are. You know you ain't do nothing wrong, just minding your business, and then you go to jail and you hit with a charge that you ain't never heard of, and you say because of that charge.
7 minutes via Foster Avenue.
And the reason why you're a part of this charge, the reason why this charge is upon you is because you did such and such. Such and such that you have no recollection about. Like, wait, what? Wait, so something that my ancestors did, I'm being penalized for it?
Exit 24 to merge onto New York Route 27 east toward Prospect Expressway.
I'm being penalized for it? For something my ancestors did, I'm being penalized for it. When you read the Bible, don't the Bible says that everybody should be penalized for their own sin? So why am I being penalized for something? Contradiction? Why is million of us is being penalized for something that my ancestors did? Who's to say that these people that was putting these to say, or we was doing?
Take exit 24 to merge onto New York Route 27 east toward Prospect Expressway.
Or we was doing what we was doing, and because we didn't subscribe to their ideology, they took it upon themselves to remove us from. They took it upon themselves to justify the removal of us from our land. And when you dig down the history, the only reason why they even wanted to deal with African people is because the Taínos didn't have the strength to endure and deal with the diseases that was coming from these people. This is facts. This is facts. Oh, listen, man. These Taínos, these Mexicans, or whatever you want to call them, the Chinois, the Chiniquas, they can't stand us, man. We pass gas and they dying. We pass gas and we burp and we piss. We ejaculate into their women, they instantly dying. Let's go get some niggas, guys. Let's go get some niggas. So here's the niggas minding their business, living their life, being husbands, wives, taking care of their village, dealing with their kings and the queens or whatever. And out of nowhere, here comes the Belgium. Here comes all of these Elgiums. Here come all these people. And look what they doing. Out of nowhere. They said they came, they said, listen, man, we're not just gonna be able to just go over there and just fight with them. Because you know they seen us from far, they seen the strength. Remember, we're not eating what they're eating. We're not eating bad, we full of energy, we spiritually connected, we fast, we mobile, we dealing with the animals, we dealing with the lions. Lions and elephants is around us as pets, walking amongst us. And we're like, what's up, hello? What's up, Lyle? I'm gonna paint the story for you so you can get an understanding. Because a lot of you guys have been overtaken by religion. Let me feed you this chicken. Let me feed you this. Let me feed you this stir fry. Like I told you, man, Chef Boyo Jules, man, we out here trying to cook up. We trying to cook up. We not trying. We not trying to look dumb. We trying to cook up. I mean, let me feed you. Okay? Minding our business, living our best life. They come. They see us. They see the world. They see the kingships. They go, they see the Benin kingdom. I have a lesson for you guys called Psalms. Time for us to revisit Psalms. Read it. You guys don't even understand that story is talking about what they was going to do to you, and they did exactly just that, fam. Make it make sense, Pip. Huh? They come into our land, they see it. They see it. Was we trading people? Absolutely. But it's not how the story was told. Was we trading people? Absolutely. We was trading those that was made to be servants. We was trading those. And we was also trading prisoners. Disobedient, disloyal, wicked men and women. We was trading them. Facts. We was trading them. Selling them for goods and products. Let these people tell you, oh yeah, black people were selling black people. No, we wasn't selling, we was trading. Some of these people wanted to go into servitude. Yo, new opportunity. You come, hey, you're gonna get a free place. The same tactics that they do now. Come, join us here. Come here. You're gonna love it. Oh, we take prisoners too. And then you come off the shores, and what you was sold with the brochure that you was given was the total opposite. Of course. But when they came, they saw us. They see how prosperous. They see how spiritually connected we was with the earth. How Mother Nature was on one accord with us. You ain't hearing about no wars. You ain't hearing about no nuclear bombs. You ain't never heard no story of thousands and millions of people being killed. You heard about these things. You heard about these things coming through religion. You ain't heard these things coming from us. You ain't finding no stories of such nature coming out of. You ain't finding no story of such nature coming out of African text, African history. You're not finding no foolishness like that, because we not savages, bro. We don't war with each other. We may fight, we may disagree, but we're not out to seek blood, bro. It's when these Europeans came. It's when they started indoctrinating us. That's when we started slipping. We started falling. They came and they presented an ideology to us. They gave us a religion. They gave us a perspective. They say, yo, look, man. I see this spirituality, man. You ever tapped into this? And when they presented it and they packaged it, it looked good. And it was both religions that was doing that. Islam was doing it too. Islam was, when they was trading with us and we was seeing how they dress and all the foolishness on their head, be like, hey, what's that? Oh, this is Islam. Yeah, come. You will like it. Take it out. Oh, we pray. Oh, we never knew about that. Okay, let's see what this is for. Then they do it. And how did and what was the icing on the cake? See, you guys don't understand. What was the icing on the cake? They was giving us their women. These niggas was pimping their women. They was serving us their women. Because how do you get into a man? How do you corrupt a man? You give him the vagina. If the vagina good, he gonna change. If he's getting something that he ain't never got before, he's gonna change. He's gonna do exactly that. That's exactly what was happening. They was giving us their women. They was giving us their daughters. You see, that's in their culture. They give their daughters away. That's in their biblos. They give their daughters away. They was doing that to us. They was giving us that. And we took it. We ran with it. We was juicing. We was having children. And the minute you have a child, the minute the contamination takes place. And that's what was happening. And voila, fast forward, out of nowhere, these people started plotting. Because now that these people is in our families, we by default, natural order, we have to teach them our ways. So we teaching their children and their wives how to pray and how to connect. We're telling them, you know what they say, the pillow talks? We having these pillow talks, and these women is saying this. They talking back to their mothers, their fathers, their emperors. You see this in all the movies. And they was figuring this out. They said, oh, so this is how they fast and they're strong. Yeah, we got to remove this religion from them. Excuse me, we gotta introduce them to such religion. And out of nowhere, they started showing their hands. The cruelty started showing. The wickedness started showing. The evil started showing, because now they got too close. You see, when you see an enemy from far, you prepare, right? When an enemy is close, right? When somebody that hates you, you can see them from afar. Somebody that envies you and despises you, they come from close. Hold on, it's my wings. Yeah, babe. Yo, I just got home. I'm gonna call you. I'm still doing the live. I'm gonna call you soon when I get in front of the house. You know what I'm saying? That's when you don't know who your enemy. You can see your enemy from far. If I tell you I don't like you and you see how I'm acting, you don't know that I have a vendetta against you. You don't know that I'm envious against you. The only way you're going to know, by the time you know somebody's envious against you is when it's too late, because that person is so close to you. You done broke bread with them. You done went on missions with them. You done taught them. You having children. These are grandparents. These niggas will sacrifice their children. You see them doing it now. You see parents allowing their sons and their daughters to come out dressing like little boys and girls. They will sacrifice their children to get their point, to get what they want. They will do that now. How you guys are not seeing this? There's nothing new. They will do that now to get what they want out of us. This is facts, guys. Come on. Come on. We can't be this naive. That's how we was falling. That's how they got close. Don't let these people feed you your history, man. These niggas gonna tell you something to lead you astray. Because like I said, everybody's about giving the feel-good, sit-still doctrine. Feel good, feel good, feel good, feel good. Let's dance. Let's give hooray. Let's give praise. Let's do this. Let's do that. All in the name of Jesus. Yahweh, Yahushua, Mesindisi. Let's give thee praise. Praise, praise, praise. Praising what? We at war, fam. Praising what? There's no praising when you at war. There's no victory lap. What did we win? Show me what we won. Do we even have a community to call our own? I'll give a praise for that. What are we giving praise for? We giving praise because we read it out of the Biblos, a book that was given unto us by them, and we like, look, that's about us. Look, Jeremiah 14:1, man, and he's gonna gather us. Remove Israel and put Jacob or put Jacobi. That's about us. Please stop. You sound foolish, bro. There's no story, bro. Nobody knows these things. None of it. All of it is lies. Just another make-believe. Like I said, it's another comic book. Get these niggas infatuated with this. Put certain things, change certain things. These niggas is playing chess, not checkers. We trying to check in. Think about this. They playing chess. We trying to check in. We still need to check up. And you still telling me what they're doing can't be done. I was told that they can't change everything. According to the word of God, the devil can't change everything, but the devil can. The devil can rape little children. The devil can sell children to feed children to alligators. The devil can behead elderly women. The devil can do all of this, but the word, he can't change everything, guys. He only could change partial of it. What? What? What kind of foolishness are we talking here? What? You know why? Because you guys are giving the enemy way too much credit. You know why? Because you need them. Because listen, people talking, but people are afraid to lose it all. People are afraid to lose that good paying job. People are afraid to miss out on another opportunity. People want that comfortability, man. Call it what it is. Let's just call it what it is. We like being comfortable, man. Because if we really was about action, we would have been in the land already. The people that standing in those positions will be in the land already. I'm not in the land because I got a newborn. I'm not in the land because I got a newborn. I got to cater to my newborn. I'm not in the land because I'm the sole provider of my household. I take care of all the bills. My whiz became a stay-home mom to raise our child accordingly. Because the mistakes that we made in the past, we're not doing it this time. So in order for our child to get the best care, in order for the universe, in order for the ancestors, in order for the creators to connect with my child must remain pure by any means necessary. Facts. And if I gotta sacrifice my time, my freedom, my traveling for the sake of him to ensure that he becomes a better man than me, then that's what I have to do. That's what needs to be done. This is facts. This is facts, people. Brothers should already be in the land right now, getting ready to fight this fight. Speaking with the people, but dudes is not doing that. Because you know why? Because like I said before, it's all the sit still doctrine, feel good doctrine. Tell these niggas what they want to hear, generate money, sing songs, bang on the banjo, bang on the banjo and all that, and everything's gonna be all right. That's all these niggas need. That's all we need. Just give us hope and a belief. Just give us that, and we're content, and we're appreciative of that. This is how they feel. This is what religion has done to our people. Meanwhile, these people are in the Congo right now violating children. I done showed you guys videos of individuals with swollen throats because they drinking this dirty ass water. They doing all this labor and they can't even get clean water. In the mines in Kimberley in South Africa, these people gotta get radioactive tests. They gotta get radioactively x-rayed every day before they leave. They got to get radiation on their bodies coming from work because they got to make sure that they didn't take no diamonds and golds. Like these niggas don't have enough diamonds and gold to last a lifetime. Why can't one of these niggas just take one? Why can't they have one? Isn't that their land? How the heck am I? And, I found this. I did my job. I want to take this and put it in my pocket and go home and make some money, take care of my family. You can't do that. You will be killed, slaughtered, and murdered. Come on. You got to make that make sense, man. You guys got to make that make sense. Just sit still. Relax. Allow us to come. Allow Jesus to work his magic. Jesus is the one that's going to come in and redeem us, guys. Sunini is going to gather us together. Yeah? Yeah? You think so? Sunini is going to be the one that's going to dwell inside of us and give us that strength to get ready to fight back. Because what you see going on in this earth is not going on in this earth to redeem us or another exodus to occur. Oh no. What's going on this earth is gonna lead to people saying enough is enough. You see, the world powers is preparing for the enough is enough. You think they're worried about no exodus? How you leaving? How you leaving? Who's gonna give you permission to leave? These people could wake up one day and say, no niggas able to leave the state of California, Florida right now. If these people wanted to shut these things down, they could do so. If they wanted every single one of you guys to stay put in this hurricane and block everything off, you would do so. They did that. They did that with the Louisiana. They did that in Katrina. You think these people can't do that? Please, make it make sense, bro. It's it's gonna happen when it's 1 million people, bro. 1 million people. 1 billion people. The spirituality of doom or every other spiritual power. When we connect to that, when they even think about even dropping a bomb, the bomb is not even going to be able to drop. It's going to be able to turn it and bring it right back to them. That's the power that we have that you guys don't believe that is real, because religion has overshadowed your mind to think that such things of that nature is evil. But yet they got you believing a man that was doing evilest things. Was it? If you want to think about it, Jesus was doing evilest things. He's healing the dead. He's waking people up from the dead. He's raising people from the dead. He's going to hell. He's talking to demons. He's doing all that. The average person, if you take that out of Christianity, you will label that being evil. But because it's under the umbrella of Christianity, and there's no reason for me to believe that this is not true. This is not evil. This is righteous. This is Jesus, the man that died for your sins, the man that came and bring you closer to the Father. The Father. You got to make that make sense. You got to make that make sense. What? What? Excuse me? Come on. Come on. We can't be this naive, guys. We cannot be this naive. We cannot at all, whatsoever. We cannot be this naive. We cannot be this ignorant. We cannot be this foolish. We cannot be this dumbfounded. We cannot. No matter how much you think you know the Biblos, when you stand in front of these people and you go Bible verse for verse, they will always have their heads up, because that writing was about them. It's their culture. They have every rebuttal. They have every precept. They have every understanding. They speak all the language. These people are speaking Greek. These people are speaking Roman. These people are speaking Hebrew. These people are speaking Yiddish. These people are speaking English. These people are speaking Latin. However you want these biblos to come out from, these niggas is speaking that language, and they speaking it effortlessly. And because of that, you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing. You could go into the Strongs. They'll be like, okay, they'll listen. These people are so knowledgeable. They'll say, yeah, go into the Strongs. They'll say, yeah. They'll say, yeah, go into the Strong. Before you even pull the Strong out, they're gonna pull it out and say, oh, you talking about HN5? Oh yeah, this is what this is. This is what that is. Before you even get into the Strongs. This is how well diverse these people are when it comes to this recordings and writings. Because this is their story. Nobody's going to know their story better than them. This is their story. No, don't listen to that. Oh, they got paid people to do this. No, it's not. It's not. Because they're telling you that the Bible is not meant to be read literal. You're supposed to read it spiritual. That's bullshit. I almost cursed. Complete BS. almost cursed. That's how like when I talk it, I get so frustrated and disappointed because it's like, yo, damn, bro, we really giving these people way too much credit, bro. Too much credit. We giving these people way too much credit, bro. Way too much credit. Way too much credit. I don't know since when we give the enemy credit. You think these Jewish people, think about this. You think the Jewish people is ever going to give Hitler an amount of credit? Hitler could have found and created 15 books. They will have no participation in it. No understanding, no readings, no asking about it, no feel. They're not taking nothing from it, bro. Nothing. But we, on the other hand, we absorb it. And we find every reason to justify why this is about us. You know why? Because when you don't have a culture, you don't have an identity. Whatever perceives to be good. We hear the word Egypt. We hear the word slave. We hear the word ships. We hear the word servitude. We automatically associate that with us. It's like, damn, that's how you really view you. You think that you a slave. You think you a servitude. You think that you. No, I don't think like that. I think these people came. They violated. And I don't even want to say I think. These people came. I know. These people came. They violated. They went into the archives, created a book. They put certain locations so to justify their book. Because if I read a book and there's no connection of this book with me, why am I reading it? If I read this book and there's no connection of it in me, why am I reading it? So we put certain things in there. Put this, add that here, add that there, add that, add that, add that, add that. So when it's all said and done, these people's gonna say, damn, bro, you right, man. This is about us. This is how they do it. This is chess, not checkers, bro. We are the ones that gotta check in. They don't gotta check in. We the ones that need to check up. They don't gotta check up because their chest is already out. Their chest is already pumping. They know what they doing. They know what they doing. They know what they feeding us. They know exactly what they feeding us. But we don't want this food to stop. We don't want to put the food in the garbage. We don't want to put the food in the garbage knowing that it's killing us, it's killing our intestines. We throwing up every day. We having fevers. We having back flashes. We having all of these things, all these elements happening to us, but yet we still don't want to put the food down. And then when a new chef come on the scene, we like, nah, I ain't trying to eat June's cooking because June's cooking, he put too much seasoning in there. I don't like spicy food. I like the food that makes me feel good. It gotta have a little sweet in it. And you wondering why we so diabetic, man. You know what I'm saying? What you eat, what you speak, what you think of is gonna justify the outcome of your life, bro. Why you think? I can't be the only one saying this. I can't be the only one seeing this. Black Girl Magic, man, I was in your hood. You heard? I'm just not coming back from Philly, man. Just not coming back from Philly. Look, man. Just to show you. You heard? You see that? I'm officially a Philadelphian. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Like, how we not seeing this? And thank you, please, appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. You know what I mean? And you know, and look, and all of this is not even done by me, man. This is the creators doing this, man. The creators is doing this. The creators said, listen, man, I'm gonna monetize you. You know why? Because you're gonna need the people will come. Just wait for it. Just be patient. That's all I hear in my ear. Just be patient, my child. Because everything that people is thinking is prophecy, which is prophetic, right? I mean, which is propaganda. People is going to wake up and people is going to want solutions. People is going to want answers. And when those answers are not being able to be answered, they're going to want the warriors. They're going to say, all right, we done with this foolishness. Where the warriors at? Where the real ones at? Where the ones that's talking that talk? Where's the ones that's getting off, that's letting off that ammo? Bang, 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 bang. Where's that? Oh, damn, Jules, you been talking like this for this long? Yeah, bro, what's up, man? What we doing? Check this out. I need 1,000 warriors. 1,000 warriors. Every warrior, every 1,000 warrior put $100. 1,000 warriors put $100. 1,000 warriors put $1,000. That's it. That's enough money. That's enough money for us. That's enough money for us to do what? To fix our community, to buy land, to speak with the people. We don't want, you know what I'm saying? Give us our lot, give us our space. Able to pay the government off. Like, yo, look, man, it's 5,000. 5,000. Let me tell you something. 5,000 in African money is literally like 500,000, man. 50,000 of African money, you literally like 500. It's literally like 500 million. You become a boss overnight. Become a boss overnight, guys. Don't let these people feed you foolish doctrines, man. Come on, son. Come on, man. We gonna build this empire, bro. This empire gonna be built by us. It's not gonna be built by them. It's not gonna be built by the ideologies of European philosophy. It's not gonna be built because of that. It's not gonna be built like that. If you think that's how it's gonna be built, then you are part of the problem and you will be removed. And it's sad that I say this, but a lot of people will be removed. A lot of individuals will be removed. You will be removed. You will be removed. No ifs, buts, or maybes. You will be removed. I tell you right now, there will be absolutely no religion making it into the land. These religions is being taken off, and yet we about to bring in a whole nother one. None of it. Hebrewism, Judaism, Islam, Christianity, all of these things are going to be removed. And when it gets removed, listen carefully, when it gets removed, anybody that comes back, you must come back in a righteous state of mind. Your spirit got to be on point. Your spirit, your soul got to be connected to the solar universe. When the lions see you, they got to be able to walk to you and lick you. If you ain't dead yet, you're going to be devoured. This is facts. If you even smell like a European, you're going to be devoured. This is facts. Because the animals don't know who is who. The animals don't know who is who. Animals, like I said earlier, these animals was amongst us living in peace and harmony. These people are looking at us like, yo, son, how are these people got all these control? They thought that they're able to do so. They thought that they was able to take a little elephant, bring it into the zoo, pet it, cater to it, love it, and the elephant was going to be just like them. Be able to sit on it. None of these things is happening. None of these things, bro. None of these things is happening. You got to be in complete purity, bro. I'm not even ready to be there and say this is home. Because like I said, the same way I'm telling you guys to detox, I'm detoxifying myself too. Every single day, I'm thinking about, damn. Like I'll say something and I will feel bad. Like, damn, should I have said that? Should I had quote the elder and what he said? Should I have said that? Should I did this? Should I do that? And then when I sit back and then when I come to my senses and I remove the European ideology and I remember that I'm at war. Look, I'm in an army fatigue. This is how I am. This is how I go to Philly. This is how I went to Philly today. You know what I'm saying? This is how I went to Philly, guys. You understand? And then I come to the understanding like, nah, I'm at war. Like I said, some of you guys got to get gut punched. Some of you guys need to get punched in the face. Some of you guys need a wrist chop. Some of you guys need an uppercut because you got to wake up and come to the realization of where we at. We at war, fam. This is not no playground. This is not no playground. They purposely allow you to eat comfortably so you can sit comfortably. That's the reason. If think about this. If we was people that had to go out their ways to get food, to grab food, and had to hunt and cook and clean for ourselves, and there was no supermarket, and there was no nothing. If it was the ways of old, I promise you, The mentality that we have now could never be. The lifestyle that we live now could never be. We would never be able to. You will always be on go time. You will always be somebody not to play with because you're playing with my food, you're playing with my freedom, you're telling me I can't be here, I can't be here, I can't be there. Oh yeah, I'm taking all of this down. All of this is a dub. So they had to condition us to get us to this very moment that we are in now. And then now they're messing with everything. Everything is rigged. Look what's going on. Look at this hurricane. How did it happen? I got the intel. I know how it happened. I got the intel. But shout out to those that survived. Shout out to Bounty Princess for surviving that. So shout out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother. He lives in Florida for surviving that. Shout out to that. You understand? We give shout outs. But we not gonna act like we don't know who's orchestrating, who's running the show, who's flicking the switch. But you're gonna have those that's in some that's religiously doctrinated, that's gonna believe that that's God doing. Oh look at the judgment on the Gentiles. So what about the black people that's being affected? They Gentiles too? You see what religion do? Religion picks and choose who's family, who's not. But when we was all yoked together with shackles around our neck, it was us against them. But religion decides, well, you can be on the side of us, and God is gonna love you. But if you over there, then God is gonna hate you. But when they piled us up together, the story was, yeah, God hates all of you. That's why we came here, and this is why we doing what we doing to you, because God hates every single one of you. Facts. We know that they're creating these madness. We know this. God hates every single one of you guys. So because God hates you is the reason why, this is the reason why we got to do what we got to do with you. You'll be all right, though. You'll be all right, though. Come on, son. I'm not trying to hear none of that. I'm not trying to hear none of that. I got to stand with my people. Whether you right, whether you wrong, I got to stand with you. Because no matter what, no matter we right or wrong, the system is always going to be against us. The system is always going to be to oppress us and keep us down, to keep us angry, to keep us bitter, to keep us emotional, to keep us out of shape, to keep us overweight, to keep us angry, to keep us in a state of trauma. I'm tired of the trauma. I've been in too much trauma in my life. You know how many funerals I've been to? 2 Saturdays ago, I went to a funeral. I watched my man who I grew up with be buried, man. And he was not even a street nigga. He was not even outside. He was not even into the foolishness. And I had to watch my mans get buried, bro. I gotta watch my mans be put in a casket, bro. My man was not even 41 years old, not even 40 years old, bro. Still young. Had like 2 strings of gray hair on his beard, bro. This is what I gotta deal with, bro. You think my stance on what I gotta do is gonna be based on what is he believing? Nah, bro. We out here suffering, fam. I don't care what you believe in, because whatever you believe in was a belief that was forced upon you by your slave master. All these religions is forcing themselves upon us. If you thinking I'm lying, why is there every church in our community? And then when I turn on the TV and then you hear some foolishness going on, they're going to say you're going to see that one commercial, or you're going to see that one video, or you're going to see that one TV show, or you're going to see that one movie. But it's like, man, I think it's time for us to go to church, man. I think it's time for us to pray. This is what got me here. This is what got me here. I've been in that time when I got me here, I've been to 3 funerals, man. I seen 3 funerals. I'm like, damn, 3 people. I watched my daughter and my son have to watch both their grandparents die back to back. I watched my children's mother have to suffer and be in tears, go back to back. Then I watched my mans get buried and watch his mother having to stand over the casket crying back to back. All of these things back to back. Then I see my mans get shot. My mans get shot after I just left the store. I literally just left the store. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Less than 3 minutes. As soon as we sat down, me and my right-hand man, we sat down. Oh, you had bang, 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 bang. The person that was doing the shooting, I'm sure me and that nigga went to the store. I walked in the store with him. That's how instant these things happen. So it's little things like that, fam. It's little things like that you sit back and you say, well, damn, bro. And my man that just died, my man was a very religious person, bro. He used to tell me when I was out in these streets acting a fool, he used to be like, yo, bro, man, leave all that gangster stuff alone, man. Come to church, bro. Church is where it's at, man. I promise you, you're going to love it. You're going to be at peace. Now, my man is gone. My man is gone. So then it's like, so I'm like, so it's like, damn, bro, so where was Jesus, bro? Where's God? Where is the precepts that we're told? Where is it in the time of need, bro? Where is it? Where is it? Nowhere to be found? Nowhere to be found? So if it's nowhere to be found, then you got to make it make sense. So then if you tell me, if you're going to tell me I'm not entitled to question what's being fed to me? If somebody's cooking food, you're not my girl. You know what I'm saying? The only time you don't question what's being cooked to you is when your woman is making it for you or your man is making it to you. Anybody else, if you cooking me some food, yo, what's this you cooking? Yo, I'm making such and such. What is that? I have the right to ask. Your woman, she want to cook. Your man, he want to cook. You don't question nothing. You keep quiet, and then you wait for the meal to be served. You taste it, and then you give your critique. I ain't gonna lie, man. The food, the food is alright, bro. The food is alright, but it was extra salty. It was extra this. You're required to do that. But for us, we're required to do that. I gotta question what you trying to feed me. And even if when you go to Costco and they give you the trial food, you taste it. You like, the first thing you gotta ask is what's in here, and they gotta tell you it's this, it's that, and then you gotta determine if that's something that you want to eat. If you're not going to eat that, then you can't have that. And this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. We can't have that. I don't want that. I need food that's going to fulfill me. I need food that's going to nourish me. I need food that's going to build me up. And last but not least, I need food that's going to help protect me from every other diseases that's flowing in the world, which is school, which is religion, which is ideologies, philosophies, theories, hypothesis, and the list goes on. All of this is important, bro. But people seem to just let that go over their heads. And so indoctrinated. That's why I rock with, you know what I'm saying? That's why I rock with Black Third Man. That's why I rock with Bantu Princess, because you guys understand. Like, you're not in it to be fed. You in it for the completion. You in it for the journey. Like, yeah. Like, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go through every door. Today I might say this, tomorrow I might say that. But just know one thing for certain, two things for sure. I am in pursuit of pure righteousness. I am in pursuit of my identity. I am in pursuit. You gotta think that I'm lying. Look, let me show you something. This is what my aunt sent me. She gave me the names. I said, hold on, let me write this down. Look, these are the names of family members I gotta look into. If you guys thinking that I'm lying, you guys, like, I'm really trying to find my identity. I'm not gonna live my life thinking that this is just how it is. This is just who we are. We was just slaves, and our family was disobedient, and because of our disobedience is the reason why we are in these circumstances. How the heck did she get a car? I should have knew it was you. You drive like a nigga. My wife be driving like a nigga, son. Hold on. Get your life together. Heck is wrong with you? Like she just pulled out like she's about to do a drive-by, guys. Hold on, give me a second. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, yo, we gotta do better, man. Like in all reality, we really gotta do better. Come on, man. Man, I'm in pursuit of really trying to find out who I am. Where you coming from? Because what do you mean why I'm worrying about what you doing? Over here eating like a fat person. Don't be dropping nothing on these food. Fat ass. You know,
Here. That's eating like a fat person?
your big ass head.
What you say?
Your big ass head.
You got lots of comments, sir.
How you
For me
doing?
to have called you twice today. It stinks in here.
I told you I gotta take a dump, bro.
That's ridiculous.
Yo, you see my plate?
I see. It smells. My mom came over because I just got blood work done. So I need to come check on her. They gave him a needle.
Why you let him do? I thought you said you didn't want to do
No,
it.
I need to see where his nutrition is. And that's all they did was put the damn needle on his finger. That's it. But we was there for mad long. We got there like 11:30. We didn't leave till like 1 something because there was so many people in there.
They said he's ready for his annual shot.
No, he asked me about it. He was like, "Are you gonna continue?" So I was like, "We didn't even gotta talk about it." He was like, "Okay." I didn't know vaccines.
All right. I'll be inside in a few.
First of all, I shouldn't tell you anything because I called you twice. I don't know what kind of live you want for 15 hours. I don't even know if I need you if it's an emergency.
Talking to the people. The people need to hear these facts. Remember the saying, facts over beliefs, babe. So my son got his blood work done. I'm sure you guys heard that. She said my wife said that my car smells like ass. I've been passing gas all day. I ain't take no dump. Remember, I've been out my house at 6 o'clock, and I wasn't gonna do it at my aunt's house, but I ain't want to feel comfortable. I wanted to just go home. You know what I'm saying? So, but in all reality, in all seriousness, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the pursuit of trying to find my identity and find out who I am. What's up, my guy? You know what I'm saying? Everything good? You know what I'm saying? Trying to find my identity, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to hear nothing. And like I said, me speaking to Mama Bella, she said, if you really want to find yourself, just ask, and your ancestors will answer you. My aunt, out of nowhere, I just asked her a question. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't remember," and she instantly just dropped it. Said, "Boop boop 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 boop." Said, "Boop boop boop." I said, "Oh, this." Now, Lamar is literally my aunt's from my mother's side's family. It's crazy. My aunt's mother's side's mother's name carries that last name, Lamar. So now I gotta go look into that and see where this goes. Because if it's like I said, it's oh my geez, it's just crazy. But long story short, the battle of removing such ideologies from our everyday minds, that is the journey, that is the mission, that is the only requirement. Like everything else is a dub. You feel me? And I'm man enough to say that. I'm man enough to stand on that. But one thing that I'm never gonna step away from, the fact that Euro-Christian ideology is something that I should never participate in. Never. It would never be a part of me. I would never promote it. I would never teach it. I would never. But as far as African culture and history and finding out, I'm gonna always dig. when I'm gonna always dig. I'm gonna always look into African cultures. I'm gonna always look at African dance. Black Girl Magic, she'll tell you, I seen something and I posted up. I said, your culture. I showed her somebody getting shot. A man shooting a gun at a brother and the bullet didn't even go into the church. That's your culture. I show her a man walking on fire, barefoot, walking on fire, taking coal, eating it, and spitting out the coal. That's your culture. I'm trying to show my people African strength that we are born with genetically. We are born with this. And don't let any religion or anybody tell you that it's demonic and it's evil, because there was nothing evil and demonic when these people was grabbing you out your house, sending you to these locations, selling your mother, raping your mother, killing your father, beheading your grandmother, and serving your children to alligators. There was nothing evil and demonic about that. So you're not about to come tell me that something that my people is doing is wrong and evil. I'm not going to accept that. I'm not. You guys can keep that for yourself. I'm not accepting that. I'm not gonna minimize who I am and my culture and what my people is doing, whether they doing it righteously or not. I'm not gonna minimize that to justify a story that was given unto me by Europeans. I'm not doing that. And if you want to use this is YouTube, sis. You can save. It's already gonna be saved. If you want to use the Bantu scrolls or anything to justify that, until you present that argument, until you present the documentations to prove what you're saying, I'm not listening to that. I'm sorry. I'm not, because it is the same manuscript I heard when I was in Christianity. It's the same manuscript I heard when I was with the Hebrew Israelite stuff, and it's the same thing I'm hearing right now, even with this Bantu awakening. To be a Bantu awakening, to be an awoken Bantu, you must know every Bantu root. We don't know all our culture. We are basing our culture. We're trying to associate black people with a story that stands on no facts. We standing on something that stands on no facts. I need facts, pimp. I don't live my life off assumptions and beliefs. I never lived my life that way. And when I had those questions, when I was with the Hebrew people, I had these questions. I was being told, oh, it's not, when the time presents itself, I'm going to know this, I'm going to know that, or we're looking into it, or I hear all of that. If you got to look into something, that means there's no facts behind it. That means there's no valid proof behind it. So then how come are we standing on it? How do you stand on something that has no valid facts behind it? That doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna stand next to somebody. I'm not gonna stand next to somebody that I know is fake, bro. I'm not gonna promote something that, say my man's give me something and it says, yo bro, I need you to sell this for me, and I take it and I operate with it, and I come to find out that this joint is fake, it's cheap quality. I'm not gonna sell that. I'm not gonna stand by that. I'm not gonna stamp that. Anybody with common sense, no, you're not about to do that. I'm not doing that. And this is what they want us to do with these religions and these Euro-Christian ideologies. They want you to promote the lie. And it don't make sense, but just remove the name and put this so it could give you a little bit of clarity. What? No. Put that over there, sir. Leave that right there. And when you get back to me when you get the full information. You saying that it was stolen from the Bantu scrolls? I need to see the Bantu scrolls. When I see it, when somebody present it to me, and I'm always open for a conversation. When you present it to me, and it goes hand in hand with what the Biblos is talking about, I will come on the live tomorrow and say, people, I was wrong. I am sorry. I would never lie to you again. I would never question the Biblos. I would never question Messindici. I would never question David. I would never question Solomon. I would never question nothing. In fact, I'm going to the land right now, and I'm going to go to the mount and I'm gonna get on my knees and I'm gonna say I'm sorry. And I will promise you I will do that. I promise you. But until then, you keep that mess over there and you allow me to keep mine over here. Until then, you heard? Black Girl Magic, you already know. Me and you, we carry that same DN. You heard? You already know. You know, that DNA stands for do not associate with foolishness. You heard? You heard? That's what that is. Do not associate with foolishness, bro. That's what the DNA stands for. Do not, or don't, don't, or don't need insertions or assumptions. You know, however you want it. That's the DNA. We don't need assumptions. Don't need assumptions. That's the DNA. Facts. Don't need assumptions. Give me the proof. Give me the facts. Give me something to look forward to. I'm not going by belief. You know what I'm saying? That's the DNA. Don't associate with foolishness. You know? Don't need assumptions. That's the DNA. That's a beautiful DNA to have. Don't need assumptions. I need the facts. I need true information. I need the knowledge and the wisdom so I can teach this to my children. How you gonna tell me to teach that, but then you're gonna tell me I can't tell my children about Christmas? I might as well tell my children about Santa Claus. Make it make sense. Because the story in the Bible is just as comical, is just as mystical as the story of Christmas. People are gonna say that's not true because Santa Claus is real. Okay, cool. Santa Claus is real. Then show me the reindeer. Show me where he dwelled. Oh, you unable to do so? Then I'm unable to follow. Unless you're doing that to make people feel good. Unless you're doing that to make people feel good. Just like you're doing that to make children feel good. I ain't doing that. I ain't following that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go inside. I gotta change these license plates. So I was gonna send them back today, but I'll do that Tuesday because I heard Monday the place is closed. So I'm gonna do that on Tuesday. I spent like $300 and something out there in PA. PA's expensive, y'all. What? Nah, don't thank me, man. Don't thank me. I'm just finishing what our ancestors started, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in a position to receive any thanks, likes, nothing. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I care for is brothers and sisters gather information, apply information, study, bring forth information, and help carry on and finish this fight. We got children. We got the next generation coming up. You know what I'm saying? You younger than me, Black Girl Magic. So, you know what I'm saying? My job is to make sure that you good. So when I get old, you make sure that they make sure that you know what I'm saying, your big bro is taken care of. But we ain't gonna be able to do so if we have the ideologies of the enemy, because the enemy has taught us not to care for each other. The enemy has taught us not to care for ourselves. The enemy taught us not even to care for the elderly. That's what these youth is doing now, man. I remember growing up, man, being in a train. We used to be on the train or a bus, and we seen elderly people. We knew not even to say a curse word. We speak it as clean as possible. And when something slipped up, we were quick to say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry." You feel me? We was on that type of time, bro. You understand? We wasn't out here just acting a fool. We wasn't out here acting ruckus. Today's generation, I see little niggas walking around, elderly people right next to them. They smoking weed, blowing it in the air like that's something that a grandmother's supposed to inhale. Come on, son. We used to pull it out like, oh, grandma's coming? Yo, nah, we ain't smoking. We ain't doing this. We ain't doing that. Out of respect, bro. The respect factor is gone. The respect factor is gone, bro. I remember being a man. You could not be a man and walking amongst a bunch of OGs and a bunch of grown men, educated men, and had your pants on your ass. You would have been put on the hot seat. Niggas would have been cutting your ass all day. You know what I'm saying? I come from that. This generation, I don't know, man. And this is why I gotta do what I gotta do. Because what you guys are witnessing, you're witnessing a rebellious generation. You're witnessing the generation that's literally intentionally by the creators blocking away the religious foundation. But the devil knows that, so the devil is doing what? Putting drugs in their face, putting music, toxic music in their face, make them be the, oh, you're not gonna subject to that, so you're gonna subject to this. Because what they can't use against you, they're gonna use to destroy you. That's it. And that's what you guys are witnessing. So now, my job is to do the necessary thing. Right? But it's only for so long I'm gonna be young. It's only for so long I'm gonna have this fire. You know what I mean? It's gonna be the generation, the next generation. You know what I'm saying? The next generation. And then the next one. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a conversation with my 19-year-old, telling my son, like, yo, you gotta get it together, fam. I didn't raise you to be like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the type of father that when you know what I'm saying, you completed your duties. Which is, you know what I'm saying, you still gotta you gotta learn this world, but you gotta learn it, and the best wisdom is gonna come through experience. You gotta go through things. A lot of these children are not going through things, and when adversity presents itself, they fold, they tell, they react like women. You know what I'm saying? They shoot. They don't know how to process because they was not built for it. They're not being built up to it, nor are they being taught to analyze it. You feel me? So the job for me is to make sure that they learn these things. You feel me? Mama Love, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
You came to see him because he was crying?
Huh?
You came to see him because he was crying?
Yeah.
I'm not even going inside yet. I don't want to even hear none of it. You feel me? So, you know, we, like I said, we really gotta minister and teach the children the right thing. You know what I'm saying? They are the future. You feel me? And they can't be absorbed to the madness of this world. You know what I'm saying? So the job is to remove the Euro-Christian ideology, to remove the lies that was told, and also teaching them their history, bro. Shout out to the governor in Florida that removed, Black history from the schools. Everybody is excited except for who? Black people. Why? Why Black people? Because you believe that a school system is supposed to teach Black people about their history? No, that's what you supposed to do. That's a job you supposed to do. That's the creators removing that. You think the school is going to teach your children about Sunini Nanini? You think the school is going to teach your children about the Benin Empire? You think they're going to teach them that? You think they're going to teach them that the land of prosperity is the Holy Land, which is Africa? All of Africa is the Holy Land. All of it. I'm not trying to hear none of that. You're supposed to do that. And because you're not doing that, the creator said, you know what? Time to remove that. Because you know why it's also being done? Because you guys got $1,000 phones. You guys got all this technology. We're living in the age of information. There's not a single person that should be literally ignorant and completely oblivious to anything that's going on in this world. It's too much information in this world. Too much. You can't remove your child from that. You can't expect a school system that's teaching them about Christopher Columbus, Caesar, and all this Alexander the Geek and the Freak and whatever. You can't expect these people to then come on the scene and teach your children about Black literature. You gotta do that. It's your job. It's your requirement. So shout out to all those in Florida. Shout out to the governor in Florida, and shout out to every other state that's an agreement to removing African history from them, because the enemy cannot teach you your history. It cannot. Hitler's children will never teach the Jews. It cannot happen. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Huh? Make that make sense. I don't want to know. Listen, I don't want to know about European culture. When I go to school, listen, I sleep through a history class. I just got a photographic memory. So I remember, okay, this is going to be on the test. Boom, 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 bam, 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 bam. I got it. Copy. Keep it pushing. That's me. But if it's not African culture, or if it's not me trying to show the wickedness or show the wicked hands of the enemy, I don't try to study it, bro. I'm not seeking that. I'm not seeking that. You shouldn't be seeking that. Yesterday's live, I done showed you a bunch of African kings and queens I didn't even know about. And guess what I gotta do? I gotta go do my homework. I gotta write it down, write these names down, and go look them up. And start doing Semba conversations about that. So having Semba conversation about our people, about royalty, about righteousness, about warriors, about, you know what I'm saying? These are the things I gotta do my culture about. I'm not doing nothing else. I'm not trying to teach that. I'm not trying to teach that. I'm trying to really find myself. I'm trying to find my people. I'm trying to put the missing pieces. We have we have the piece, right? The piece is, okay, the foundation is Africa. That is a fact. These are facts. This is not no ifs, buts, and maybes. We don't come from America. We don't come from South America. We don't come from the Caribbean. We know we come from Africa. That is a fact. When people try to argue and say, where's the cargo slave ships? The cargo slave ships is the same ships that they using to put cargo in. When you look at the cargo slave ships, it's the same thing. Don't let the pole and these things fool you. It's the same thing. They just put cargoes now. They put actual cargo containers. It went from cargo people to cargo containers. These things still exist. They will never get rid of it. Okay? And then from there, you find that, and then you go read the next thing. Then you gather the next thing. Then you read that, and then you read that. But the foundation we know is Africa. So this is the foundation. Okay, now the next goal is to find your ancestors. Like I said, I'm looking into my ancestors, right? So I know my father was this. This is my father's name. I just found out the school that my grandfather went to. So now I'm going to look into that. Hopefully, I'm going to see if I can call people and see how far back can they trace their information. I might have my mom's call because she can speak fluent Haitian Creole better than me and have her speak. And my mother speaks French as well because my aunt just told me that my grandfather speak French. He spoke fluent French. So that means he's a mixture of both of these people. And my mom speaks fluent French. So we're gonna go from there. From there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got everything mapped out. Because I'm gonna find the answers. I'm gonna find it. I'm not gonna leave this earth until I find these answers. The creators will not remove me from this earth until I find these answers. I have to find these answers. And when I do, I'm gonna pass it on to my children, and I'm gonna have my children on that type of time so they can teach their children, and we're not gonna be oblivious to our identity anymore. You see, like when Chinese people can trace their culture and their tradition, they can trace these things back thousands of years. You telling me our culture only goes back 300 years, 400 years? Nah, that's not enough for me. And my culture needs to go as far back as yours. And I'm going to find that. And I'm going to find that by doing what? The first step, like I said, knowing that the foundation is Africa. This is the home base. This is where it all started for us, right? The next thing outside of that is what? Removing the Euro-Christian ideology. Detoxing. Meditating. Meditate, not pray. There's a difference between meditation and praying. You meditate, you connect back with the universe, your health, your breathing. You got to take control of that again. What you're eating, you have to take control of that again. We got to go back to cooking our own food. We got to go back to growing our own food. And like I said, I told you I got seeds. Look, you guys thinking that I'm playing. You guys thinking that I'm playing. Look. We're gonna find ourselves spiritually. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Word up. I'm gonna find it. But on that note, guys, I'm about to sign off. I'm about to get my day started. I still gotta make a lot of runs. I gotta, like I said, I gotta change my license plate, and I gotta check on my little man. He got his blood work done, so I gotta see how he's feeling. See if he took it like a champ or he's gonna be crying and complaining like a little girl. But yeah, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all keep it 100. I might come on today because I told you this is my last week coming on at 11 o'clock. So I might come on tonight. Uh, dissect some more information when it comes to these heathens. And then, like I said, moving forward, Monday, 9 a.m. Starting Monday at 9 a.m. We're gonna have 9 a.m. check-in. I don't know the title yet. Hopefully, I have it. I have it for you guys by December conversation, and it's gonna be a phenomenal title. And this is what we're gonna use. This is what we're gonna uphold. This is what we're gonna stand on. And you said, come on tonight. All right. This is what we gonna stand on. And if I come on tonight, it's gonna be early. It's gonna be like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm not gonna stay on, and I'm only gonna stay for like 30 minutes because Friday nights is when we chill. Me and the wife, we chill. We watch movies. We eat bad. We eat, and I just got some cake. I want to taste. You know what I'm saying? I want her to taste. So we be chilling. You know what I'm saying? That's my cheat day. So yeah, I'm definitely, and like I said, moving forward for the 9 a.m. is all about reconnecting ourselves spiritually wise, right? Reconnecting. You guys are gonna journey with me while I plant these stuff. You guys are gonna journey with me while we meditate, while we breathe, right? You know what I'm saying? Might show you guys, go back to the boxing. You know what I'm saying? Go back to Mother Nature. When it starts getting warmer, we're gonna go into these areas, and then when it's all said and done, you know what I'm saying? I want to build us where we all gather together. When I say gather together, we all meet up in a neutral location. You know what I'm saying? Where we can meet up and you know, take a journey through my hood, and I take a journey through your hood, and you know what I'm saying? We tapping into Mother Nature, you know what I mean? And and also providing you guys with eating tips, food to eat, not to eat, you know what I'm saying? And let me throw this out there, right? We're not supposed to consume meat. This is a fact. You want to know how I know? Because when I don't eat meat and I wake up in the morning and I brush my teeth and I clean my tongue is not white. When I eat meat and I wake up in the morning and I go brush my teeth, definitely. I'm also gonna have an herbalist to come on. I'm gonna have an herbalist to come on, and she's gonna direct and tell you certain foods, certain herbs to put. You know what I'm saying? Remedies. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry. We all these things is gonna happen. I promise you. But damn, what I was gonna say? Yeah. When I don't eat meat and I go brush my teeth and I clean my tongue is not white, right? Now, as far as consumption of meat, we're detoxifying ourselves, but we're not completely there yet, right? So eventually we're going to eat this, we're going to eat that, but you want to have eating meat should be a cheat day. If this is your cheat day, today's the day that you eat it. You feel me? And that's it. Matter of fact, but yo, let me get off this slide. Yeah, because it's dead animals. It's a substance that's not supposed to be consumed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The strength of your breath is not coming from the food. It's coming from the dead animal that you're eating. And the dead animal, listen, if you take an animal and an animal dies and you leave the animal out for a long period of time, it creates maggots. It has a stench to it. It has a horrific smell. That smell is in your body. That's why when you pass gas, it smells like that, because your body's like, yo, get this out. You know what I'm saying? Like, even for me, I gotta run inside and go flush these things out of my body, because I woke up early. I just took a shower and I jetted out the house because I had to be in Philly at a certain time because I didn't want to be there all day, right? But that's neither here nor there. But we gonna chop it up, man. I'll be on later on. I'm gonna make this phone call and I'm gonna see you guys later. She's 2 hours. God damn. I'ma holler at y'all.